this item I'm holding in my hands. This is not a magic wand. Not a magic wand. There are no phoenix feathers in the middle of this. Right? No bits of unicorn horn. No mythical creatures were harmed in the creation of this not magic stick, which is properly known by its Latin name, Tri-Pendulum. Pendulum meaning things hanging down. Try meaning just try to impress women with it. Now these stones are going to move no matter what. You're allowed to get a little closer if you want to see this. See, they were going to run away. They didn't want to be entertained. You know the important difference between entertainment you get here at the fair and entertainment you get at home, right? We can see you too. Also, we're in 3D. Almost lifelike. I'm almost life-size, maybe a little more. Anyway, now, these stones are going to move no matter what, because there is a breeze today, and it is impossible for me to keep my hands from shaking in the presence of beautiful women. But, not you, sir, but you're all smart enough to know the difference between signal and noise. You're smart enough to know the difference between stones that are rolling down the hill, moving in perfectly normal ways, swaying in the breeze, and stones that are acting in a weird, purposeful way. Stones that follow you home from school are pretty strange, don't you think? And so, of course, we know that these stones, just like the girls at my 8th grade prom, are not going to dance because I asked them to. If I say, white stone in the middle, please start going front to back, front to back, front to back, front to back, front to back. More and more and more and more, front to back, in a very definite way that's different from the way that the other two stones are just sort of hanging there. We know that that is not going to start happening, right? We know the stone's just going to sit there even though I say front to back a whole bunch of... Wait, what's going on here? Boy, that's pretty strange, don't you think? The other two are just kind of sitting there, right? But that one's moving. Now maybe it's moving that way because I'm talking, right? Maybe my breath is pushing it. That would make sense. It's right there in front of my mouth. That doesn't explain why the red one will now start going side to side. Red side to side, 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 red side to side. More and more, more and more, more and more. Red side to side, red side to side, red side to side. One way you know this isn't magic is that I have to say things more than 3 times. Now that whole theory about my breath really won't explain why the purple one will now start going in a clockwise circle. Purple clockwise, purple clockwise, purple clockwise, purple clockwise, purple clockwise, bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger circle. Very definite. White, would you just calm down? Thank you. I think of these as my 3 dancers. I have a blonde, a redhead, and a goth girl. She swears it's not a phase. I don't know. She is the dependable one. I used to think of them as my 3 girlfriends until I realized that was a very dangerous idea to have. Now, it's not a very impressive dance if all they do is solo, right? So, do you think we could get all 3 of them going in their own patterns at the same time? Purple, continue that nice big clockwise circle for these people. Purple, make it a nice big circle. That's good. White, if you could start going front to back like we rehearsed. Thank you. Thank you. Purple, keep that circle going. You're the dependable one, remember? White, give me that front to back. Red, I see you're very eager to get going. Red, if you could start going side to side for me now. Red side to side, red side to side, red side to side, white front to back. Purple, make that a nice big circle for these people. And no need to applaud for my dancers. They would just hate it if you were impressed. Now you're probably thinking, all right, there has got to be a trick to this. Maybe he's hitting buttons on the back. Maybe he has distracted and hypnotized us with his stones. You caught me, I'm actually a hypnotist. That's my real job. No, I am in fact not doing that. There is an important scientific principle behind this, which I will demonstrate if I could have a volunteer from the audience. I want someone bold, someone beautiful, someone female. Come right over here. I really just do this so I get to stand close to women. Put that drink down. Good job. Hold that in your hands the way that I was holding it. We're going to try to get these still. And what is your name?
Dolly King.
That's correct! Good job. Dolly King.
So far I'm winning.
There we go. Since we wanted that red one to move, let's have a little experiment here. I am now going to channel my not magic power through my not magic hands into your not magic hands to make the red one move. How do we want it to move? Side to side, front to back, circle? What do we want? I'm sorry?
Sure.
All right. Front to back, front to back. Red front to back, red front to back, red front to back, red front to back. Just take a nice deep breath, Elisa. Let it out. Red front to back, red front to back, red front to back, red front to back. Does everybody who can see this agree that red is now moving front to back?
Yes.
All right. Now, I don't really know how it is that I can touch your hands and make that happen, but I do know the basic principle behind this is called idiomotor action. Thank you. Idiomotor does not mean, as I originally thought, stupid NASCAR fan. Idiomotor means thought motion. If you get enough people in a room thinking about the past with their eyes closed, most of them will begin to lean backwards. If you get them thinking about the future, they will begin to lean forwards. Scientifically proven idiomotor action. Now, you may still not be totally clear on how that works. Young man, do you know how to snap your fingers? Very good. Can you explain to me which muscles you had to tighten and loosen to snap your fingers? The answer is no. No, you can't.
I know.
You know.
You must use your two fingers
Yes.
and use the muscles in them to...
In the muscles in them, but not specifically which ones. That's how this works. I know that my hands are involved. I hung this up on the other side of the room once. I started it for an hour, and you know what happened? My wife complained I needed to get a real job. Nothing moved. So I know that my hands are involved, but my hands move in such tiny, subtle ways that it is almost imperceptible, and I do not fully understand them. That is idiomotor action. Your body responds to your thoughts in ways you don't fully understand, which is very useful since I am a hypnotist. Now, people ask me, what is the limit of that idiomotor action thingy?
What is the limit of that idiomotor action thingy?
Why, thank you, sir. The limit, I don't know the limit, but I do know it can do something amazing. For instance, it can make one of these move in a big enough circle to hit one of the other two chains. Do you think it can actually do that?
I believe it.
You believe it? Good. Would you have believed it when I first walked up?
No.
No. Good. We've made some believers. All right. White, you know you're the blonde, you know you're center stage, you know that you're the star of the show. Could you start going in a clockwise circle for me? White clockwise, white clockwise, white clockwise. Bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger circle. Bigger and bigger. Bigger and bigger. Just like that. Just show off for these people. Show off how much you love to spin in great big circles. That's good. Bigger and bigger. And we want you to make that circle bigger every time you go around until you finally hit one of the other two chains. Yeah, Red, I see you over there dodging. I see that. Now, as I mentioned, I am a hypnotist, and the way that a hypnotist would handle this sort of thing would be to say, with every number that I count, this circle will become bigger and bigger until we reach our goal. So will all of you help me by counting with me? Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're getting closer. 9, 10. We're almost there. 11, 12, 13. There we go. Tapped up. 13. All right, and just to prove there are no hard feelings, Blonde, do you think you could go over there and could you just give Purple a hug? Could you just give Purple a hug? Thank you very much.
How do you do that?
Idiomotor